Hi everyone, I'm Lori Harder, and this is your spot to get the tips and inspiration you need to fall in love with your life. So today I want to talk to you about a question that I am constantly asked, and I'm sure it's something that is on your mind, or maybe if you are, you have a position where you're inspiring people, you probably get asked this all the time too, and that is, what is one thing that I could do right now that could change my life the most? And honestly, this is something that if I can tell you one thing, there's so many different things, but the number one thing that I could say is to start checking in with your thoughts and how you're feeling each day. So outside of a gratitude practice, which I'm going to kind of talk about as well, this is probably the number one fastest way that you can start changing your life. And I'm going to tell you about the ripple effect that happens. So it's checking in to see where you're at. What emotion are you feeling in that moment? So if you wake up in the morning and you're anything like me, I don't necessarily wake up in the best mood at all. So I really need to start figuring out how to up level my feelings, right? Because our feelings are the best indicators of what we're attracting, what we're going to attract that day, how we're going to feel, maybe what's going to come into our life, who we're going to end up talking to, because truly, I know that we are all on we're all vibrating at a different frequency. So if you are a really positive, excited, happy person who knows that great things are going to come your way, or who's always thinking positive, you're going to attract that same type of person. And I can see this through my life as I've really started to up-level my life and my thoughts and my business, the people that are being drawn to me. So you really do, it really is like attracts like. So what we want to do is we want to get you into that mode, right? Those people that you're like, wow, they can just walk into a room and you just feel their energy. They're just vibrating so high, or maybe they're just always so happy, or they always, you just want to be around them because you want a piece of what they have. So how do we get there? How do we become one of those people so that sometimes we don't have to work as hard? We can just work on ourselves and a lot of things will start coming to us. That's what we ultimately want, right? Is to really start being able to attract those great things into our life. So when you wake up in the morning, maybe if you are at a low point or you're thinking about all the things that you have to do that day, what is a thought or what is something that you can do to get yourself to the next best reachable thought? So I don't want you to think that you have to go from 0 to 100 in that split second. It's basically going from 0 to 5 to 10 to 20 to 50 and working your way up. So it's one thought at a time. So maybe you wake up and you just say 3 things that you're grateful for every single morning. You let yourself really experience being grateful for it. Really think about why you're grateful. And then what you're going to do is as you mosey down the stairs to get your cup of coffee, you say 3 more things you're grateful for. Or I'm so grateful that I have a job today because of what it allows me to do. And you really start letting that sink in. And you think of something that maybe you're excited about, something that you could create, something that you love about yourself. It's this constant up-leveling of your thoughts. So it's guiding your thoughts, right? So instead of just being mindless, which what happens, we're imperfect human beings, right? So when we're mindless and when we don't guide our thoughts, they're going to go to chaos. They're going to go to craziness. They're going to go to overwhelm because life is crazy and we're constantly getting sidetracked. We're constantly getting distracted. It's literally people's full-time job on TV, on Instagram, on whatever we're doing to distract us, right? They want us to be their consumer. They want us to be completely distracted. They want us to go to this fast food place, do this thing, do that thing. So we need to bring it back to a mindful place. So really that's what we're doing when we up-level those thoughts is how do you bring it back from crazy town? So bring it on back and then guide it to that next best thought, right? Because the next best thought is going to attract another good thought, attract another good thought, and attract another good thought. So your theme, this is all I want you to think of, is whatever you can do to feel more joy than you're feeling in that moment, and start expanding your capacity for joy. So maybe you're like, okay, I'm feeling really joyful. This is more joyful than I normally feel. Try to add even a little bit more, because as you expand, you'll notice that you can carry more. So that's really, really big too, is how much joy can you possibly allow in, and how much gratitude can you see throughout your day? How much love can you send out to other people? And you'll notice how things will just start rolling in because you are up leveling your thoughts, you're up-leveling your vibe, you're gonna start really attracting those people and they're gonna notice you. You're gonna be that person that when you walk into a room, people are gonna say, what's the magic there? What's the magic? And the magic is in being mindful of guiding your thoughts. And I know it sounds crazy to some people that if you're just joyful, you can really start changing your life. But honestly, when you are joyful, when you are happy, you have the capacity to see more opportunities. You have the capacity to get outside of yourself and stop worrying and see where you can be creative. You just have so much more capacity to not dwell on the negative and start seeing what you can do instead of what you can't do. So it provides this beautiful creative space. So I want to hear what you're going to do to up-level your thoughts. Maybe it's going to be a ritual. Maybe you start with 3 things to be grateful for. Maybe you set that timer on your phone like I always talk about to check in with your thoughts. But this is one of my favorite tools. I use it all the time, and I think that if you guys could just master this, things are going to flow in your life because it's going to open that space for you to start connecting with the right people and start getting to that creative place where you can start looking for how to solve things instead of being stuck in the muck. All right, you guys, comment below. I want to hear. Go to loriharder.com for more information. I have the Bliss Project coming up, so if you want to connect in person, you guys, this is a 3-day live event. This is where you're going to learn all of the tools, get your game plan, meet your tribe. If you want to up-level your life in a weekend, it's going to happen there. So go to theblissproject.info. And we still have some room left, so make sure you reserve your spot now. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.